This journey is designed to gently guide you through a visit to your mind spa, another step on your very own MindSpa Odyssey. You'll find it's an opportunity to relax, let go and feel good. And perhaps, most importantly, to reclaim some time from the day just for yourself. You're welcome to listen to this anywhere and in any way you feel the most comfortable, and it takes a little less than 30 minutes. However, because you'll be feeling wonderful and relaxed, the usual caveats apply. Don't listen to this while operating heavy machinery, driving, anything that requires your eyes to be open, and so on. Now, the best way to listen to this is somewhere quiet, where you won't be distracted, reclining, arms and legs uncrossed, and with comfortable headphones. Just tune in at the start and let the rest follow. If you find you don't remember some of it, almost like your attention wanders, that's okay. Listen and enjoy this as if pleasant music from another room. And when you're ready, we'll begin. And of course, like any trip to your mind spa, it's much easier to see where you're going with your eyes closed. And so we set off on our journey, on your MindSpa Odyssey. We turn out of the street and head off into the distance. And like many great journeys, time passes quickly. We get to chatting, swapping stories, telling jokes, having a great time. And as we round the corner and down the street and out beyond what used to be the limits you were familiar with, we pass by some fields and meadows, streams and rivers. And the streams chatter cheerfully as they bubble by. They seem to be rushing slowly, nowhere. And they give way to rivers. Big, smooth flowing, deeper and wider. Sometimes the river runs sharp and jagged, as if it just found this way a few minutes ago. And sometimes it runs smooth and well rehearsed. Now, have you ever got curious about how the water always fills the space? I mean, it never runs in just half the riverbed. There's never a big gap in the middle. It just seems to relax into the space. And if you look around the edges, along the banks of memory, you'll see eddies, swirling currents, where there's a tension in the water, a moment of lower pressure, and the water flows towards it, relaxes into it, enjoys the ride. And it's funny, isn't it, with water, how where there's a tension, relaxation swiftly follows. And this pattern, attention smoothly followed by relaxation, if you can pour attention into a space, the relaxation smoothly and surely follows. It's definitely worth rehearsing. The streams and rivers have plenty of practice. It's a part of what makes them who they are. And if you were to scan the body of the river, starting with that head, attention pouring down through the neck, the body, you'd notice where you were storing tension and how, as you notice it, you can begin to let go, to relax, to pour in relaxation, flowing and sloshing and moving through you. Where your attention is drawn, relaxation surely follows, filling the space, filling up and filling out and filling and overflowing, following smoothly down as it branches out down into those river legs and pours through each foot of the river, washing its cargo of tension out, dissipating it into seas and oceans beyond. It's an extraordinary journey. The first flashes of water bubbling to the surface, mere ideas of possibility and potential drawing together as inspiration, becoming the stream falling from one moment to the next, running quickly and excitedly down to the river that carves its own way. Sometimes slow, and sometimes powerful. An odyssey. And like thoughts bubbling up and passing lazily by, they pass and begin to create new paths for you. A path like the one you're on just now. And just like many great journeys, time passes quickly, and soon, much sooner than you expected, we end up at that pretty tree-lined street. The curious, dappling effect of light and leaves and shadows. A pattern, a dance, and the warmth and cool as it shifts and changes. And of course, the street opens up to your mind spa. So open the door if you've got one, and let's head on in. And it opens up into the reception area. Over there is a corridor leading off into the distance, lined on either side by inviting doors. And over to the side, there's that coat rack for hanging up anything you no longer need. And you can hang up anything you no longer need. And we'll head on down that corridor. And some of these doors may be familiar, but for today, we're headed over to the one to discover how to really relax. To let go of anything you no longer need, and to find out just how good taking some time each day to invest in yourself, to relax and feel good can be. So let's head on down the corridor to the room for relaxation. And let's head on in. And notice the ambience and the feel of the room is set in just the right way to help you relax now. And there may be more than one place for you to, well, get comfortable. To pick the spot that's right for you to start now, to let go of all that stuff you no longer need to carry it around with you anymore. And imagine a relaxed you. And what would they look like? If there's a color associated with this relaxation, what color would it be? Go ahead and fill that relaxed you with this color, from the toes all the way on up to the head. If you visited before, you might notice a part of that person glowing. And head on over into that relaxed you. Try them on, perhaps like a set of new clothes. Fill your body with that wonderful relaxed color. And how does it feel? And just notice that top layer, skin deep, anything on the outside. Start to scan your body. And wherever you find your attention goes, of course, relaxation pours into the space. Anything you notice that's just a little bit tense, just relax it. Anything with a bit of tension, just relax. Now. Pour attention down from the head on, down into the torso and arms. Down through the legs to the toes. Each breath in, allowing yourself to relax a little bit more. Each breath out, relaxing a little bit deeper. Getting comfortable and familiar with relaxation. Slowing down and feeling good. Relaxing that outer layer so it fits you comfortably and gently supporting you. And as you get that outer layer feeling good and relaxed, let's go a little deeper inside that skin to the muscles and the bones, and deeper still. Go through again and start with your toes this time and work your way back along the body. Those muscles relaxing, the structure shifting through those legs and up through the waist to the torso and chest. And as you journey upwards, how would your shoulders and neck and upper back feel if you were to take all the tension out of them? How relaxed can you get while still deeply breathing comfortably? And notice how, as you completely relax the chest, take any and all tension out of it. Notice how your breathing changes, where you breathe from, the way your posture changes, and the way your body feels. A rising, rhythmic experience, an inevitable rise and fall, an exchange of potential and energy. Each breath in, refreshing, nourishing, cool. Each breath out, releasing, soft and warm. Tension gone, and that space, making space for you. Each breath applies just a little pressure on the body, supports it, supports you, moves you, and up through that passage, relaxing the mind deeply, letting go, observing. And from here, close your inner eyes. Go right down inside, deeply, all the way down to the core of who you are. Notice where you've been holding on to things you no longer need. Any tension, release, relax, let go. The structures around you support you, exchange energy, they pump life-giving sustenance. And you don't need to remember, you don't even need to trust, it just happens. There's a part of you looking after you, with only your best interests at heart. There's a part of you that works just for you, looking after you and taking care of you. And the more you invest in it, the more you care for it, the more it starts to shine like a beacon, glowing, because the more you care for it now, the more you can feel good. The more you shine and relax, and the more you have to offer. You can feel the warmth growing, strengthening, extending out, pressing, filling the spaces, flooding the body, the skin, flush and beyond. And you can enjoy investing in yourself. Enjoy taking 30 minutes every day to look after you, to relax, to feel good. You are absolutely worthwhile. And as you learn to relax, as you remember to feel good, to allow this to grow and strengthen inside you, you'll notice you respond differently. You have more choice. You can choose to respond differently. And watch as others respond differently to you as you relax and feel good. Embody, embody what it is to be relaxed. Let go. Feel good. Your sleep is improving. You'll sleep deeply and comfortably. You'll awaken at the right time, feeling refreshed and renewed, delighted with such deep and comfortable sleep, ready to begin the day, refreshed and renewed. You'll notice any changes. And you might not be aware, consciously, exactly what they are. And that's okay, because there's a part of you taking care of you, looking after you. You'll notice those new courses of action, things done differently, choices and options. You'll be aware that something interesting is going on, and it doesn't matter whether you're fully aware of them and choose a more beneficial outcome, or whether you just go ahead, make that choice, aware only that something has changed. And you can give yourself credit for those changes, because you did this. Enjoy taking 30 minutes a day to look after yourself, to invest in yourself. Enjoy each step on your journey. Enjoy your MindSpa and enjoy each step on your Odyssey. And this warmth that's been building and growing, this warmth and this caring that's been filling up, filling the spaces, these wonderful sensations. Notice how as they grow inside, the body changes. Relax. Feel good. These wonderful sensations swell and fill up into the spaces and beyond, filling up so much they charge, they flood the inner, now the outer layers, flooding out beyond, spilling bright light and energy and relaxation beaming out, a universe of possibility engulfing you. And follow the flood. Go where it takes you. And you don't have to think about where you're going, because that's rhythmic. Focus and gap. Effort and release carries you further and deeper and feeling better. Attention followed by relaxation. Returning to balance, yet expanding further beyond those old familiar limits, just drifting by, and they are gone behind. You might be tempted to reach out at stuff as it flows by. Sure, if you want. And let it go. There is power to observe. Notice what happens and let it go. And take a moment, just rest. Wait for things to subside. Allow yourself time to return comfortably to this relaxed body. Together, integrated in a way that works wonderfully for you. Mind and body together, feeling relaxed in the room for relaxation in your MindSpa. And you might even begin to notice now that glow. And you'll be surprised, perhaps, at how a change on the inside can be so noticeable on the outside. So let's head on out of this room, knowing that you can return anytime you wish. And back out of the room, back along that corridor with all those inviting rooms, and out into the reception area. And when you're ready, mind and body together, knowing you can return to your MindSpa anytime you desire to do so. Then, bringing these wonderful sensations with you, let's head on out of your MindSpa, out into that pretty tree-lined street. The dance, the playful cool and warmth, the dark and the light. Along the street and onto a path. It might be the same path, it might be a different one. You might recognize it, might be new. And those fields and meadows, streams and rivers, they look different, they feel different. Something has changed. There are exciting new courses skipping along and new paths between them. In places, the rivers are wider, deeper, smoother, more powerful. The ground is soft, wet. It's fertile. The green of promise and new life and hope tentatively and irresistibly speckles all around. And like the rivers and the streams, practice strengthens and reinforces them. And it is okay to notice and let go. And like many great journeys, time passes quickly. It gets easier and ever more enjoyable to make the journey. And we get to chatting, swapping stories, telling jokes, having a great time. And soon, much sooner than you realize, you'll find you're back in the room, resting, feeling relaxed, feeling good. And take all the time you need over the next few minutes to reorient. And when you're ready, your eyes will open. You'll feel great. And remember to give yourself more than a little credit for enjoying yet another step in your amazing odyssey.